The musical alphabet consists of 7 letters. These are A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. And yes, you've heard of these notes before because they are in the English alphabet. So this is the great thing about piano. We only use those 7 letters though, so we don't go to H, I, J, K or anything. If you can locate the middle C on a piano, which if you have done the first recommended tutorial before this one, then you should be able to, you can figure out the letter for any key on the keyboard. So from C, which remember is below our group of 2 black notes, so that's our C there. If you count upwards with 1 letter per white key, C, D, E, F, G. The white key after G will return to A, and then B, C, D, E, F, G, and then next is A. So quite simply, the entire keyboard consists of a sequence of these 7 letters repeated one after another. That is just the white keys though. Okay, so let's have an activity here. Go through the keyboard and play all the A's on the piano. So remember, we start on C, D, E, F, G, and the next one is A. So try and find all the A's on the keyboard, and then eventually you might be able to find it without having to count up from C. After you've done that, try and find all the B's on the keyboard, then all the C's, which you should have already done in the previous tutorial, then all the D's, E's, F's, G's, and gradually you'll become a little bit more familiar with those different notes. Okay, you should memorise the musical alphabet and the location of each individual key. If it helps, you may wish to label each key on your piano with stickers, but make sure that the stickers you use will not damage your keys, okay? Because when you remove them, they can leave a little bit of a sticky thing, and then it gets fluff on it, and it looks quite gross, as well as being a bit tricky to play. A lot of people also will get a pencil and write directly on their keys. I don't recommend this unless you do have a keyboard, because it's plastic, so you can rub it off pretty well. But if you do have an acoustic piano with ivory keys, it can make it a little bit yucky. Okay, so now let's go on to the second part of this tutorial, where we're going to have a look at the fingering system. Right, now we're getting into the second part of this tutorial on the fingering system. You realise from the first tutorial that you will have done, you will have learnt about how to number your fingers from 1 to 5, from thumb to pinky. Now we're going to try some exercises to practice this fingering system on the keyboard. Right now we'll just use the 2 black keys above middle C. So, using your left hand, play the 2 grouped black keys just up from middle C. So we've got our middle C here, and we've got our 2 black keys there. Now play the same keys using your left hand and the correct fingers. So we're going to play the highest note first and the lowest note second. We're going to play it with left hand 2 and left hand 3. So you can see my fingers here as I play it. Did you get the correct fingers? Remember that our left hand 2 is the index finger and 3 is the middle finger. Okay, let's try the same thing with our right hand, but this time we're going to play the lowest note first with our right hand 2 and the highest note with our right hand 3. Did you get the right fingers for that? So that was the same as our left hand. The right hand 2, the 2 is our index finger and the 3 is our middle finger. Let's try and play those in succession. So let's play the left hand and then the right hand. This will seem very simple, but we are trying to get used to using your fingers as numbers and playing the keys on the keyboard. Now we'll do the same thing, but on the 2 groups of 3 black keys. So use the 3 black keys below middle C for the left hand, and our 3 black keys above middle C for the right hand. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is play left hand 2, 3 and 4. So your fingers should be placed 1 on each of the black keys there. So left hand 2, 3, and 4. Okay, now we're going to play the same thing, essentially, but with our right hand, 2, 3, and 4, but this means it's going to sound a little bit different. Right hand, 2, 3, and 4. So you can have a go at trying to make a song out of it if you like, because those are some really neat keys. You know, that's just alternating the two hands playing the same fingering exercise over and over. So experiment with that, and that's the end of this tutorial on musical alphabet and the fingering system.